Hey everyone, hope you're doing well today. We have another video, and today we are doing it on conditional calculations. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. As you can see here, we have two exercises today. So first one, what we're going to want to do is use our Control Shift down keyboard shortcut that we learned about in the keyboard shortcuts. We're going to be doing that over agent. With that, we're going to copy and paste that into this agent column. Now, with that, what we're going to want to do is click on data. As you can see, there is a very helpful data tool called remove duplicates. That's exactly what we're going to want to use. So with our selected data, we're going to hit remove duplicates and then continue with current section. Hit OK, and look at that. We had 788 duplicates found. Perfect. We got everything removed just down to these last 12. Now we can auto size this, and let's get into the next problem. So we want the total 2020 sales. With that, we're going to use our SUMIFS function that we learned in functions. We're going to use that to calculate the total of the 2020 sales by each real estate agent. So let's go ahead and go back to the column or exercise or home sales data. Control Alt, and let's check out our new sales price. Now, for this, we're going to want to use SUMIFS formula. So always start with equal SUMIFS. You're supposed to hit tab, not enter. All right, great. So it's asking for our sum range, range, and criteria. So with this, we can go ahead and go back. What we're looking for is all of column G. So I'll just hit G. We can go back. Oh, now it's looking at G for the exercise 1. What we want to do is enter a comma so it does not move. Now, with that, we're going to want to stay on home sales data and click on our I, which is the agent. Now we have our G column and our I column. Now we're going to want to go back to exercise 1 and click on that A2. Edit again. You're supposed to add a comma first, and then we want A2 or A2. There we go. All right. Now we can close that off and hit enter. So look at that. That is our total 2020 sales value for Timothy case. We can just drag that down, and it looks like our formula worked for all of our total of 2020 sales. Now, moving on to part 2. What we're going to want to be doing in our exercise 2 is we're wanting to find the city names, or we're looking for our count of sales under 500,000 and count of sales equal or less, and just our count of sales equal or less to 1,000,000. Okay, great. So with this, it's pretty much all going to be the same. We're just going to be fixing around a couple different numbers, but that is completely all right. So let's get this started. First, what we're going to want to do is how we started in the first exercise where we removed the duplicates. So we can go ahead and come back to our home sales data. We can hit on the city because that's what we're looking for. Control Shift down, copy that, paste that right here. Like it did not copy. We can also go up, Control Shift copy, paste that down. Now what we're going to want to do is remove our duplicates. Data, remove duplicates. Continue with current selection. Okay. Looks like I accidentally got city in there. We can just delete that column or that row. All right, now we're on count of sales. So with this, we're going to want to use our count ifs formula. So it says counts the number of sales specified by a given set of conditions or criteria. Perfect. We are looking for the count of sales. We should use the count ifs. Now, it wants us to give a criteria range 1. So we can go back to the home sales data and just click on this B column. That's our first criteria range. Now, if we go back to exercise 2 and click on A2, Louisville, that is going to be our criteria 1. Now, when it comes to a criteria range of 2, we can just come back. And what we're going to be looking at is the sales price of each. So if we come here, click on sales price, go back. What are we looking for with sales price? Well, we're looking for less than 500,000. So if we go ahead and just insert less than, this should work out. Make sure to give it the double quotes. And now we're looking for less than 500,000. Wrap that back up. Hit enter. And it looks like we have 131 count of sales less than 500,000. Drag and drop. Look at that. It performed exactly how we wanted it to. Now we can actually use this formula for the rest of the formulas as well. So if we copy and paste that, we just need to come up here and change. Instead of less than, we want greater than or equal to. All right, great. Hit enter. It looks like we have a problem here. We know that it is not 0. So what is giving us this issue? It looks like for our home sales data, we do not want C or H. That is on my part. We can come all the way back to count ifs, go over to home sales data. What we want is the city first. And after the city, you can go ahead and click on Louisville as well, because that's what we're looking for. And then we want the home sales data of the sales price. And then if we come all the way back, or we can just start from here. So we want less than or equal to 500,000. Wrap that in double quotes and then close it off. Hit enter. Looks like we get 38, which is the correct number we were looking for. Drag and drop. Perfect. Everything worked out. Now, as far as the count of sales less or equal to 1 million, we can pretty much use that same data. Control copy, control paste. This time, 1 million. Hit enter. Giving us false because we copy and paste it. That is on me. We can go back with control Z. Now, we just want the formula. Hit exit. Paste. We want 1 million. There we go. 13. Drag and drop. Give us everything we're looking for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.